Raising a boy child in a society marred by violence, crime, and various social ills can be challenging, often resulting in the neglect of essential aspects of the boy's upbringing. The News Agency of Nigeria engaged child development experts, counselors, and educationists in a discussion regarding bringing up a wholesome boy child for the future. According to these experts, the moral decline in society can be attributed to several factors, including poor parenting, absence of good role models, environmental influences, and societal pressures.
A lot of people will tell you that they're busy. They're busy, they're trying to put food on the table. So you find that the boy child may not have enough emotional support. As like I said earlier, there's a lot of expectation of the boy child by families. They don't necessarily always have very good role models around them. And if they don't have good role models around them, then they will be left to do their own thing or to follow in antisocial behaviors.
A lot of boys do not have enough role models, right? You have a lot of homes where you have more of functioning fathers than nurturing fathers. I know there's this thing where they say, oh, it is women that nurture, that are to nurture their children. Fathers can also nurture their kids. So you have a lot of fathers who are just functional. They're just here to do the work. They're not present, right? So that again is an issue.
An environment has been created that is volatile to the children, that is unsuitable for the children. This environment is an environment where you have other kids who have been in these vices, and then you are bringing your child into this environment. What is going to happen to the child? The child is going to learn from them. So that is a problem. We have some peculiar cases also, whereby some parents do not have the time to give their children attention. Many of those from the elite class, they are very busy. Mother is busy, father is busy, and then there's no time for the child to know what the child is going through. The child has a lot of questions to ask. Growing up, who is the child going to ask? He's going to ask a third party, friends, peers who are outside, and they will give wrong advice. They will introduce that child to all kinds of vices. Then we have the case of the parents. There are some parents that they are not good role models for the children. They have not given their children the right kind of parenting about life. I'm talking about these men who are violent. When a man is violent to the wife, always beating the wife, what will the son do? The son is going to learn from him. To a large extent, I've seen a case where the father is even telling the son that women, you need to teach them a lesson. You need to reset their brain. And this child grows up with this mentality and is doing the same thing. I've actually seen a child who's doing the same thing that the father did.
These experts also recommend strategies to nurture the well-being and positive development of the boy child.
If we will just remember that every child is your child, and do not treat one gender different from the other when it comes to raising a wholesome human being. You're sending out these boys into society. That boy is going to be someone's husband tomorrow. He's going to be beyond being a husband. He's going to be someone's father. Beyond being a father, he's going to be a thought leader. He's going to do things in society. What kind of investment are we pushing out there into the world? If we think like that as parents, I'm sure there will be a shift in the way we raise our children.
We need to let boys feel that they are valued as well, and let them know their roles for the infancy. Okay, we need to let them know that if you do this, this will bring the repercussion. There's this thing with boys. They believe they are higher than girls, and whatever they do, they will do it and go scot-free. And environment contributes a lot to it. Where you live says a lot about you. If you're in a society where they don't have value for life, it goes on and on like that. So we need to organize a kind of seminar, let them engage in skills, and what's it called? They said an idle hand is a devil's workshop. Let them be meaningfully engaged. then let them know the repercussion of whatever they do. Okay, and in school, okay, let us carry them along with whatever we do as well.
We used to have a program before, which is mentoring. So we are trying to enlarge that one now to give more attention to the boy child. Put 4, 5, maximum 10 of them in care of a role model who will be a teacher, and then whatever we are giving, information we are having, they will be passing them through to them. And secondly, we also have equipped our school counselor now to create any program that can get this boy child more to come up and open up. If there are crises they are facing, not just to neglect them, not just to take some deliberate action in getting closer to them, getting to know them the more, getting to get their own what they are going through, and with that one we'll be able to get a lot of problems solved. Of course, also within the parents association, parents teachers association, we also are trying to add more, make more conscious efforts in this area, so that parents also will be taken along in this work we are doing. And of course, if you train them, no matter the amount of the training you can give them at secondary school, if you do not do a lot of work also with those who are outside without education, then we will have a problem. So government must come in. It is the right of every child to be educated. So once you do not educate, you are leaving a vacuum. You are giving a room for manipulation of these our own children. The entire community, you will see that they will start and things will be done wrongly.
We need a healthy family, a family that is devoid of toxicity, where the child is loved, where the child is nurtured, where the child is raised in the way of the Lord, moral standards, moral values. They are loved, they are allowed to express themselves. There's freedom of speech in the family. Good self-esteem is being nurtured in the child, raising confident children that have great values that they are living by on a day-to-day basis, helping them to have personal values for themselves so that they can stick by those as they are growing up, and they don't have to fall into these antisocial behaviors as a result.